Welcome back, everybody, from your consolidation week. I hope you managed to have a good week off. I was very impressed with the finale in week 6, and that was your responses to post-structuralism. You gave it a really good go. Some of you even look like you might have enjoyed it. But at any rate, you understand what it is. Take it or leave it. Luckily enough, you're going to have some choices in what approaches you use. Assessment 2 is due next week. So I notice on this week's topic, human security, you're to get into groups of 3. So that would be great. If you can do that, use the discussion board posts as we have in the past to put your hand up and join into groups. Beyond that, if that fails, like I said, you have assessment due next week. I'm happy for people to go solo, go in pairs, answer one part of it. Let's be practical this week, because it's probably not going to be your priority to spend half the week finding a group. But look, if you can, and if you're interested in this topic particularly, please do put your hand up and try to get yourself into that group of 3. But I don't see any need for any large interventions on it. Human security is a really interesting issue. You might notice the United Nations definition includes reference to anything that pretty much impedes human development. So there are things such as the Millennium Development Goals and inalienable human rights. You can refer to for that as well. So make sure you always get your definitions straight. Particularly, a lot of these topics can be quite emotive, but in terms of academic discipline, it's really important. We have disciplines in theory, so we're not just sort of saying, oh, human security is a really big issue because there's this terrible disaster and there's all these threats out there, because that's what you can talk about sitting around at a barbecue table, and indeed sometimes we might use a discussion board like that, but ultimately it's about learning and bringing it back into the academic material. So learning material readings are always an excellent way to do that as well. And I'll look forward to hearing what you have to say on discussion board, and also any holiday snaps, stories. Chances are you're all doing assessments, right? But like I said, if not, please feel free to share something personal from your holidays. And it's good to have you back on board, and I'm looking forward to the second half of the course.